Good morning, everyone. Shankar, next Vamsi, Buddhish, Meda, Karthik, Pushpa, Mohan, Ganesh. Okay, right. Hello, Vamsi. Good morning, one and all, once again. Today we are going to complete the remaining part of the Entamoeba histolytica. I am fine. I hope the same with you. We complete the remaining part of the Entamoeba histological life cycle. At the end of this session, I will ask you some bits. Okay, you must be able to answer those questions. Follow me. Okay, Karthik, MPC student is back, sir. Okay, right. Okay, let's get started. Let me ask you, as usual, every day our session begins with asking some questions from the previous day. Therefore, we can again remember what happened yesterday in yesterday's class. Okay, there are three stages in the life history of Entamoeba histolytica. One is trophozoite stage, precystic stage, and cystic stage. Entamoeba histolytica belongs to the phylum Protozoa, and it belongs to the subphylum Sarcomasticophora, and it belongs to the class Rhizopodia. Shankar, good morning. Belongs to the class Rhizopodia. It is microscopic. Okay, we cannot see with our naked eye. Okay, we use some aids like microscope to see that. We need the help of microscope. And it is a monogenetic parasite. That means life cycle is completed in single host, that is human beings. It causes a disease called amoebiasis or amoebic dysentery. Again, you will learn at the end of this one: primary amoebiasis, secondary amoebiasis. There are other names also there. And its mechanical vectors are, good morning, Patan. Its mechanical vectors are housefly and cockroach are the mechanical vectors of Entamoeba histolytica. Its mode of infection is, okay, I'm fine. I hope the same with you. And mechanical vectors are cockroach and housefly, and mode of infection is contamination through food and water. Okay, I'm repeating again because at the end of this session, I will ask you 10 to 15 questions. I will send you, you have to give me reply to that. Okay, next, after that, we'll end part 3 stages, trophozoite stage. Trophozoite stage, among the three, it is the most active stage, motile stage, because it has a locomotory organ. It is the feeding stage. It is the pathogenic stage. It is able to cause the disease. It is pathogenic stage. That means it is able to pathology means study of disease, and it lives in the submucosa and mucosa of the large intestine, particularly. Then it has only single pseudopodium. That's why it is called monopodial. That pseudopodium is a blunt finger-like. Okay, it is called lobopodium. Lobopodium. It moves in single direction. And next one is, the body of trophozoite is surrounded by plasma lemma, and then when you go inside the body, there is a cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is differentiated into outer ectoplasm, inner endoplasm. Okay, right? Lobopodium, outer ectoplasm, and inner endoplasm. Ectoplasm is clear, thin, non-granular, and viscous, whereas endoplasm is thick, granular, and it consists of a lot of granules. Thick, granular one endoplasm, and endoplasm consists of different types of organelles. Some of the organelles are option. The organelles that are present are nucleus, and the next one, ribosomes are present. Food vacuoles are present. There are two types of food vacuoles with RBC. Other type of food vacuoles are food vacuoles with bacteria. Okay, next one is nucleus. Okay, we have to talk about nucleus specifically here. Okay, the nucleus is cartwheel shaped nucleus is present, and chromatin is like cycle spokes. Okay, yes, RBC bacteria. Okay, RBC bacteria epithelial cells are present in the vacuoles. Okay, like that. Those are the organelles present. Nucleus is present. Vesicular cartwheel-shaped nucleus is present. Okay, that is a characteristic feature of this stage. Very important step. The point. Okay, next one. What are the organelles that are absent? Here, contractile vacuoles are absent because it is living in isotonic medium, whereas amoeba has contractile vacuole because it is living in hypotonic medium. Okay, amoeba has cytoplasm which is hypertonic. Okay, the water enters into the body. Excess water has to be removed from the body. Okay, that's why it has contractile vacuoles. That is amoeba. This is entamoeba. Entamoeba, okay, as it live in isotonic medium, contractile vacuole is absent. Another one, that is endoplasmic reticulum, is also absent. Okay, very good. Golgi apparatus or Golgi complex is also absent. Mitochondria is also, GC is absent, Golgi complex, and mitochondria is also absent. I told you 2 marks on this one. Okay, due to the absence of mitochondria, it is considered as an obligate. Yes, very good. Obligate anaerobe. Okay, earlier we learned in the parasitic adaptation, some are facultative anaerobe and some are obligate anaerobe. Ascaris is a facultative anaerobe, whereas Entamoeba and Taenia solium, these are obligate anaerobe. And the name Entamoeba histolytica, lytica, yes, anaerobic, it carries out anaerobic respiration. Entamoeba histolytica, the name is histolytica, that is the species name is assigned to this one because it produces a proteolytic enzyme. That proteolytic enzyme is called histolysin. With this enzyme, it can dissolve the mucosa and submucosal layers. As a result, blood, cellular debris is formed, and epithelial cells are also damaged in that particular part. Next one, what are the type of nutrition? I forgot to mention here. In 10th class, you learned the type of nutrition in human beings is holozoid. The type of nutrition amoeba also holozoid. The type of nutrition paramecium also holozoid. You learned those all things. Okay, as it causes ulcers. Okay, you learned these all things in first year in 10th class. Okay, paramecium you have in first lesson. Amoeba they have holozoic nutrition. Here also the type of nutrition is holozoic nutrition. In holozoic nutrition there is ingestion, digestion, after that absorption, assimilation and digestion. These are the steps in holozoic nutrition. It can be trophozoite stage. Trophozoite stage can be characterized, but it can be characterized by the presence of cartwheel-shaped nucleus and food vacuoles with RBC, epithelial cells and bacteria, and cycle spoke like chromatin. Those are the characteristic features. We also talked about pre-cystic state. Okay, pre-cystic state. Okay, pre-cystic state consists. Okay, there is no pseudopodium here. Here it is non-feeding state, non-motile state, non-pathogenic state. 3 nons are there. Non-motile state because it cannot move. Non-feeding state, it does not take any food. It non-pathogenic state because it cannot cause any disease, damage to our body. It is non-pathogenic state. It is spherical or oval in shape. The reserve food material is very important here. It has reserve food material like the chromatin body structure, which are made up of ribonucleoprotein, and glycogen granules are also present, which serves as reserve food. Glycogen granules, yes. Okay, no food vacuoles are present here because it is a non-feeding state, and it lives in mucosa and submucosa, but it lives in the lumen. Okay, that means it is pre-cystic stage is as it living in the lumen. It is coelozoic. That means earlier we learned endoparasites are 3 types. Intracellular parasite or cytozoic parasite, histozoic parasite, and third one is coelozoic parasite. Example, Ascaris. Ascaris is enterozoic and coelozoic. I repeat these terms, very important. Okay, pre-cystic stage of entamoeba histolytica. As it lives in the gut, it is enterozoic because it is living in the gut. But unlike trophozoite stage lives in mucosa. It lives in mucosa and submucosa. Mucosa and submucosa. Mucosa and submucosa are made up of tissues. As it is living in tissues, it is histozoic. Trophozoite stage is histozoic. It is histozoic. What is meant by histology? Histology means study of tissues. Okay, what type of mucosa is made up of tissues and mucosa is made up of mucosal epithelium. There is a connective tissue ఉంటుంది అక్కడ మజిల్స్ కూడా ఉంటాయి. నెక్స్ట్ సబ్మ్యూకోసా is made up of loose connective tissue ఉంటాయి అండ్ టిష్యూస్ లో ఉంది కాబట్టి this state it is called histozoic. Enterozoic and histozoic. Because it is enterozoic ఎందుకంటే because it is living in the gut. Why it is called histozoic? Because it is living in the tissues present in mucosa and submucosa. Now come to pre-cystic. Pre-cystic stage also living in the gut. That's why this is also enterozoic, this is also enterozoic. Both are living in the gut. Next, you learned in 10th standard. The nervous system present in the gut is called enteric nervous system, which is called second brain. Okay, the word enteric denotes here gut. As it is living joy, it is an animal. Okay, it is the animal which is this animal is living in the gut. Enterozoic and coelozoic because it is living in the lumen of the large intestine. This part, okay, it is in the lumen of the large intestine. But trophozoite stage, it is present in the wall. It lives in the wall, not in the lumen. Cystic stage. Okay, cystic stage also like this one. It is enterozoic. Cystic stage also enterozoic and coelozoic. These two are same. Okay, both are enterozoic. That means both are present in gut, and both are coelozoic. That means they are living. They are in the lumen, not in the wall. Okay, right? Okay, these are the things we discussed in yesterday's class. Today, okay, my first focus is on what is the third stage? Cystic stage. Let us first talk about cystic stage. Then we complete the life cycle. Okay, cystic stage. Okay, the now we are removing the word pre. Because what happened, the difference between these two stages is, here there is one red color structure is present. Okay, this is called cyst wall. We learned in the parasitic adaptations, at the end of the parasitic adaptations, that entamoeba histolytica to tide over to overcome unfavorable conditions. It forms a cyst around its body. Okay, this is called cyst wall. It is made up of very important one. The cyst wall is made up of a chemical, a substance called protein. Cyst wall is made up of protein. Okay, this cyst wall is useful to tide over and for the formation of cyst is called encystation. It is called encystation. That means formation of cyst wall around its body is called encystation. Other cyst wall that is called excistation. Encystation. Okay, this is the pre-cystic form. We talked about yesterday. We talked about trophozoite state. Yesterday we talked about trophozoite state. We also talked about the pre-cystic state or pre-cystic form. Now we are talking about this one. What is this one? Cystic form. Okay, between, if you observe these two, what is here? Encystation. That means around its body, cyst wall is formed. Around the cell, not the body. Around the cell. Okay, what is formed here? Okay, one wall is formed. This is called cyst wall. The formation of that one is called encystation. Okay, encystation means formation of cyst wall around the cell. Now as a cyst is formed, now we call this stage as cystic stage because cyst wall is formed, which is made up of protein. The significance of cyst wall is that it helps to tide over unfavorable condition. Because of this cyst wall, this can remain alive for nearly 10 days out of the body. For example, if a person has this cyst wall in its body, if it comes out of the through fecal matter and it remains in the soil for 10 days, it protects it from desiccation, it does not dry up, because of presence of cyst wall. That's about the cystic stage. Cystic stage leaves in the, it also same like pre-cystic stage like ఇక్కడ కూడా reserve food ఉంటుంది. These are the glycogen granules are present. There are glycogen granules are present and cytoplasm is present here. Cytoplasm, it is spherical, it is round in the shape of round shape, and these are called chromatin parts are present. Chromatin. Soon after the formation of cyst wall, after encystation, the nucleus undergoes two successive mitotic divisions. That means nucleus divides by mitosis 2 times. As a result of that, here total there are 4 daughter nuclei are present. 4 daughter nuclei are present. And around this one there is a cyst wall is present. This is the cyst wall here. And tetra here, you can observe the name here, tetra. Tetra means 4. It consists of 4 nuclei. Nucleus means singular word, nuclear plural word. This stage is different from this one. It consists of only 1 nucleus, but here what happened? 2 successive mitotic divisions occurred. Successive means immediately one after the other. For example, Virat Kohli hit 2 successive centuries. That means, for example, he is playing 3 one-days. In the first one-day match, he scored 1 century. In the second one-day match, also he scored 1 century. That means in the successive, one after the other. Here, the nucleus undergoes 2 successive mitotic division. As a result of the 4 daughter nuclei formed, this stage is called tetranucleate. This is called tetranucleate cyst. Tetranucleate cyst. This tetranucleate cyst is also called a mature cyst. Mature cyst. This mature cyst or tetranucleate cyst, very important point. It is the infective stage. మీకు ఇక్కడ నుంచి ప్రతిసారి ప్లాస్మోడియం when I teach plasmodium, when I teach Wuchereria bancrofti, when I teach ascaris, మీకు ప్రతి చోట ఇన్ఫెక్టివ్ స్టేజ్ అని వస్తుంది. హియర్ ద ఇన్ఫెక్టివ్ అంటే మనం ఇన్ఫెక్ట్ చేసే స్టేజ్. The infective stage is the tetranucleate cyst or mature cyst అనేది ఒక పర్సన్ నుంచి ఇంకో పర్సన్ కి ఈ డిసీజ్ ఎలా స్ప్రెడ్ అవుతుందంటే త్రూ దిస్ వన్. The disease amoebiasis, it spreads from one person to another person through this infective stage. The infective stage is called tetranucleate cyst, also called as mature cyst. It is also called as mature cyst. Now this, for example, this entire thing is going on in a person called A. ఒక person name A అనుకున్నాం. అతని బాడీలో ఎంటైర్ ప్రాసెస్ అంతా జరుగుతుంది. In our country, recently, most of the people they build bathrooms. But few years back, 10 years back, most of the people in rural areas, especially villages, they don't have any toilets, bathroom. They go outside. They do open defecation. We call it open defecation. But government realizes the importance of toilets and they give money to the people to build toilets for them. Because Okay, some people when they go outside for defecation, we call it defecation, open defecation. Okay, the if a person is suffering from amoebiasis, through his fecal matter, okay, these stages come outside through the fecal matter. Okay, they come out, they come out, they come out through the fecal matter. For example, I told you one person called A. The A is suffering from amoebiasis. Every day through his fecal matter, a tetranucleated cyst or mature cysts come outside. Okay, when they come outside through the fecal matter, mechanical vectors I told you at the beginning of this topic. The mechanical vectors here are housefly and cockroach. When housefly sits on the fecal matter, when housefly sits on the fecal matter, the tetranucleated cyst gets attached to the body of the housefly. Okay, they get attached to the body of the housefly. Okay, now when that housefly sits on the food, okay, food or something, okay, the food is contaminated or water is contaminated because of tetranucleated cyst. Okay, when you take such contaminated, okay, in India, most of the people, okay, some people, you go outside and take roadside bhaji, punugu, and some other food item. Okay, you might have seen, okay, houseflies sitting over that food. Okay, we don't know, we cannot see whether tetranucleate cyst is present on that bhaji or punugu or pani puri or something. Okay, if you take such contaminated food, okay, the tetranucleated cyst is entering into a person's body. Okay, this person is B. Okay, this person is B. Now it is spreading from person A to person B through contaminated food. Here, the mode of infection is through contamination, through contaminated food or water. What are the mechanical vectors? Here, the mechanical vectors, you can observe here. From the cyst, what is formed? Tetranucleated cyst or mature cyst is formed. Okay, now through mechanical vectors, what are the mechanical vectors? Cockroach and housefly. Cockroach and housefly. Yesterday I told you, cockroach scientific name Periplaneta americana and housefly Musca domestica. Musca domestica, yes, cockroach. Okay, mechanical vector. Through these mechanical vectors, now it has reached the another host, a new host. We learned what is meant by vector. Vectors are the organisms, mostly insects, which transmit the disease-causing agents from one person to infective stage from one person to another person. Here, the houseflies transport this infective stage from person A to person B. Okay, now it has entered into the person's B body. Now it is in the which stage? This is tetranucleate cyst. Now it has entered into the stomach and through the duodenum. After stomach, small intestine has three parts: duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Now it is entered into the small intestine. Okay, imagine. Okay, now it is in the small intestine. Okay, in the small intestine, what happened? Okay, in 10th class, you learned different digestive enzymes. You have studied on a tabular form containing different digestive juices and enzyme and the substrate on which it acts. Okay, let me ask you one question here. Okay, the trypsin enzyme is present in which digestive juice? Which digestive juice contains trypsin? Which digestive juice, I repeat again, which digestive juice contains trypsin enzyme? Okay, very good. Okay, Medha Priya gave right answer. Answer is Pancreatic juice. Pancreatic juice. Okay, you will be learning more about these all juices. What are the enzymes, different enzymes present in the different digestive juices in intermediate second year. Pancreatic juice consists of trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, procarboxypeptidase, pancreatic amylase, pancreatic lipase, DNAase, RNase, sodium bicarbonate. Okay, next one. These all are present in pancreatic juice. Okay, here there is a liver, and here there is a pancreas, which is like a leaf-like gland, which is like a leaf-like. From the pancreas, pancreatic juice comes into the duodenum. Now in the pancreatic juice, as I asked you here, trypsin enzyme is present. One of the enzyme in the pancreatic juice is trypsin. Okay, I told you here, a cyst wall is made up of protein. Trypsin enzyme acts on proteins. Now, okay, when this cyst comes here, for example, this is a small intestine. In this small intestine, this tetranucleate cyst is present. Okay, over this tetranucleate cyst, what is present? There is a cyst wall is present. Cyst wall. That cyst wall is made up of proteins. Trypsin enzyme digests protein. Now it is digested. The cyst wall is digested by which enzyme? Proteolytic enzyme called trypsin. Proteolytic enzymes mean the enzymes which help in the digestion of proteins are called proteolytic enzyme. One of the proteolytic enzyme of pancreatic juice is trypsin. There are other also, chymotrypsinogen, and another one procarboxypeptidase. They are also proteolytic enzyme. Here the one that acts on the cyst wall is trypsin. Okay, now the action is completed in the small intestine. Now it comes to, okay, small intestine is connected to large intestine. It opens into the first part of the large intestine is called as cecum. The first part of the large intestine is called cecum. Then this is the ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon, rectum, anus. Now it comes to large intestine from the small intestine. Okay, what happened? I will show you in this diagram. It entered into a new person, new host through mechanical vectors. Okay, house flies. Okay, what ద్వారా food contaminated in the food తీసుకోవడం ద్వారా new host లోకి enter. ఈ new host లో small intestine లో there is an enzyme called trypsin in the pancreatic juice. It digests the cyst wall. అంటే ఇప్పుడు cyst wall point. Here I told you, cyst wall formed here, encystation formation. Now cyst wall is lost. Okay, observe here. Cyst wall gets ruptured. Cyst wall gets ruptured. Okay, cyst wall gets ruptured. Okay, you can observe here, this is a cyst wall. Now it is coming, tetranucleate cyst is coming out of the cyst wall. Okay, observe here. This is called metacyst. Metacyst. That means it has no cyst wall. Okay, cyst wall is ruptured here by the action of which enzyme? Trypsin. This is called metacyst. We call it metacyst. Still it has 4 nuclei are present. Now these 4 nuclei, they undergo division. Each nucleus undergoes 1 mitotic division. Okay, now you can tell me how many daughter nuclei form. Okay, there are 4 daughter nuclei here. Okay, each one undergoes 1 mitotic division. As a result of that, how many daughter nuclei are formed? 8 daughter nuclei are formed. Because ఒక mitotic division, total 8. Okay, each daughter nucleus, it gets, okay, what do we call the division of nucleus? Can you tell me in 10th class you learned cell division? What do we call? Okay, very good. 8, not 32, 8, 4 to 8. Okay, what do we call the division of nucleus? Can you type in your answer quickly? What do we call division of nucleus? What do we call division of nucleus in 10th class? You learned cell division. M phase, there's a G phase, M phase, S phase. Okay, very good. Okay, right, very good. Karyokinesis, division of nucleus is the word karyon means nuclear. Okay, now nucleus divides. After that, cytoplasm also divide. The division of cytoplasm is called cytokinesis. Okay, 8 daughter entamoeba are formed here. 8 daughter entamoeba are metacystic trophozoites are formed. They are formed from the metacyst state. Exist. This is the exist, and the X means cyst point. Exist. Metacyst stage. Okay, metacystic stage low. Okay, the nucleus undergoes 2 mitotic division, and cytoplasm also divides after that. After the karyokinesis, cytokinesis take place. As a result of that, 8 daughter entamoeba or 8 metacystic trophozoites are formed. Okay, here once again. Okay, I told you here one division and చెప్పాను. ఇది binary fission. Okay, trophozoite divides by binary fission. ఇక్కడ మైటోసిస్ జరిగింది, న్యూక్లియస్ ఇక్కడ 2 times మైటోసిస్ జరిగింది, ఇక్కడ న్యూక్లియస్ 4 times ఒక్కొక్కటి 1 time, అంటే టోటల్ 4 మైటోసిస్ జరిగాయి ఇక్కడ. ఓకే, ఇట్ అండర్గోస్ 1 mitotic division, it undergoes 1 mitotic division, it undergoes 1 mitotic division. Here 4 mitotic divisions జరిగాయి. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ న్యూక్లియస్, ఈ న్యూక్లియస్ ఇది ఒక 2 times డివైడెడ్, అంటే 6 mitotic divisions జరిగాయి. నెక్స్ట్ హియర్ ఆల్సో దిస్ న్యూక్లియస్ అండర్గోస్ మైటోసిస్. టోటల్ ఇక్కడ 7 mitotic divisions జరిగాయి. 2 successive mitotic divisions ఇక్కడ జరిగాయి. 2 successive mitotic divisions occurred here. Okay, and finally 8 daughter entamoeba or metacystic trophozoites are formed. Later they become as a feeding stages. Now they become into the feeding stage. Then they become mature trophozoites. These mature trophozoites, once again they attack mucosa and submucosa layers, and they cause ulcers there. Okay, this is the life cycle of entamoeba histolytica. I repeat again. Okay, in once I will show you this one in the flow chart here. Okay, first one, trophozoite stage. It lives in it is histozoic form, because enterozoic and histozoic form. Histology and study of tissues. It lives in mucosa and submucosa. It undergoes binary fission in the mucosa and submucosa. Binary fission not in the lumen. Here binary fission occurs in mucosa and submucosa of the large intestine. After many repeated mitotic divisions, several mitotic divisions take place. Okay, I will show you that one. When I teach here, I will show you that. Okay, when number of young ones increase, trophozoite undergoes binary fission because of repeated mitotic divisions. Okay, many young ones are formed. Though young ones feed our blood, మన mucosa submucosa లో ఉన్న blood ని వాటిని తినేసి, tissue cells ని వాటిని తినేసి, they grow inside. Again they divide. When the number increases, okay, when the number of young ones increase upward, some young ones enter into the lumen of the large intestine. Okay, now ఎప్పుడైతే large intestine లోకి ఎంటర్ అయ్యాయో, they transform into trophozoite stage, now transformed into pre-cystic stage. That means this stage, pre-cystic stage. Okay, trophozoites multiply by fission. This is the trophozoite stage. Trophozoite stage multiplies by binary fission. And what they form here? Pre-cystic stage. Okay, now I am showing here. This is the pre-cystic form. The pre-cystic form చుట్టూ ఏమవుతుంది? Cyst wall is formed. That is called encystation. After encystation, what is happening here? Cyst stage is formed. Okay, so cyst wall forming covered. This is called cyst stage. The difference between pre-cystic stage and cyst stage is that in the pre-cystic stage no cyst wall, but in the cyst stage there is a cyst wall. This cyst wall is made up of protein. Okay, now this is a cyst state, okay, which has a cyst wall and it is made up of proteins. Now the nucleus inside after the formation of cyst wall, As soon as formation of cyst wall, the nucleus undergoes two successive mitotic divisions. I told you Virat Kohli hit two successive centuries. Two successive mitotic divisions and form four nucleus. This is called tetranucleate cyst. దిస్ టెట్రాన్యూక్లియేట్స్ ఇస్ నౌ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నేను ఏ అని చెప్పాను. ఆ ఏ అనే పర్సన్ బాడీ లోపల ఇదంతా జరిగింది. అతని లూమెన్ లో ఉన్నాయి. దిస్ టెట్రాన్యూక్లియేట్స్ దిస్ ఇస్ ఇన్ ద లూమెన్ అండ్ సిస్టిక్స్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో ఇన్ ద లూమెన్ అండ్ ప్రీసిస్టిక్ దే ఆర్ ఇన్ ద లూమెన్. నౌ ఫ్రమ్ ద లూమెన్ దే కమ్ అవుట్ సైడ్ త్రూ ద ఫీకల్ మ్యాటర్. దే కమ్ అవుట్ సైడ్. నౌ దే రీచ్ ద they come out through the fecal matter and reaches the new host. కొత్త మనిషిలోకి వేరే మనిషిలోకి ఇందాక ఏ అని చెప్పాను. ఇప్పుడు ఏ నుంచి అతను ఫీకల్ మ్యాటర్ ద్వారా బయటకు వచ్చే ఆ ఫీకల్ మ్యాటర్ పైన హౌస్ ఫ్లైస్ మెకానికల్ వెక్టర్స్ దే సిట్ ఆన్ దెమ్ and then now they transfer reach the new host. When they enter into the new host body loki enter అయినప్పుడు ఇక్కడ in the small intestine there is enzyme called trypsin. In the small intestine there is a trypsin. That trypsin digests the cyst wall. Now the trypsin digesting the cyst wall. Now this tetranucleate cyst, it is coming outside. It is coming outside. This is the tetranucleate cyst which is coming outside. Now it is called, you put cyst wall layer. No, this red color line is not here. This red color line is not here. This is the metacyst. Metacyst. Now how many nuclei are there in the metacyst? 4. Each one undergoes one mitotic division. As a result of the 8 nuclear form. These 8 karyokinesis complete. Now the cytoplasm also divide. Each nucleus, it takes some amount of cytoplasm and develops into one daughter one. These are called 8 daughter entamoeba or metacystic trophozoites formed from this one. These metacystic trophozoites, they develop into feeding stages, and later they develop into mature trophozoites. This is a mature trophozoite. This mature trophozoite. Next one, pathogenicity. You can observe here tetranic excistation means removal of cyst wall పోతుంది చివరికి. cyst wall. Mechanical vector new host లోకి ఎంటర్ అవుతుంది. అతని బాడీలో cyst wall digest అవుతుంది. దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ excistation, removal of cyst. Encystation అంటే formation of cyst, removal of cyst we call excistation. Finally one stage come, that is called metacyst stage. That metacyst here, it forms 8 daughter nuclei, a metacystic trophozoite that develop into feeding stage develop into mature trophozoite. Next, pathogenicity. What do you mean by pathogenicity? Pathology, pathology, study of disease. Pathogenicity means capable of causing. Now coronavirus is capable of attacking our lungs at recent research it tells that it can also affect our brain also. It's pathogenicity. Scientists are still working on pathogenicity of the coronavirus. What is it capable of? What organs can it damage in our body? This still research is going on the pathogenicity of the coronavirus. This is the pathogenicity means the capable of causing disease. Pathology means disease. What can it cause in our body? This one, these trophozoites, the mature trophozoite, they enter into the submucosal layer. Yesterday I told you. I am drawing the transverse section of the large intestine. Transverse section of large intestine. This layer is called, outermost layer is called serosa. The secondary losing. Now I am taking the transverse section of large intestine. Okay, this is called, outermost layer is called serosa. Okay, below this layer there are longitudinal muscles. There are longitudinal muscles are present. Okay, longitudinal smooth muscle, that means they are arranged lengthwise, straight. Okay, longitudinal circular smooth muscles. Next, below this one, these are also circular muscles, but arrangement is different. Okay, this is the circular layer of smooth muscles. Okay, these two are smooth muscles, but arrangement is different. One type of smooth muscles are arranged in a straight line. Okay, another type arranged in a circular manner. Okay, next one is this is called యూనిట్ కలిపేమంటే మస్కులరిస్ ఎక్స్టర్నా. ఈ ఎంటైర్ మీరు మొత్తం కూడా ఇంటర్మీడియట్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ లో డైజెషన్ అబ్జర్ప్షన్ లెసన్ డీటెయిల్స్ చదువుతారు. The next layer is the submucosa layer. Okay, this layer completed, then the next layer is submucosa. This submucosa is made up of loose connective tissue which consists of blood vessels, lymph vessels, nerves. These all are present in submucosa. Submucosa. Okay, in 10th class you learned enteric nervous system. That enteric nervous system is also present in this wall. Enteric nervous system flexes are also present. Okay, we will learn later. They are also present in its wall. Next, the innermost layer I am drawing now. This innermost layer is called, this is the innermost layer. This is the lumen part. Okay, this is called lumen. Okay, these two stages, this stage, they live in lumen. Next, whereas the trophozoite stage ఎక్కడ ఉంటుందంటే ఈ two layers లో, this is mucosa. Okay, this is the mucosa. This is a mucosa layer, and this is submucosa. ఓకే, ఇప్పుడు ఇదంతా ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నానంటే ఈ ట్రోపోజైట్ స్టేజ్ ఏం చేస్తుందంటే ఇట్ డ్యామేజెస్. ఇప్పుడు లూమెన్ లో నుంచి ఇట్ ఎంటర్స్ ఇంటూ mucosa and submucosal layers of our gut. It enters into mucosa and submucosal layers of our gut. Okay, now from the trophozoite, for example, trophozoite stage is here. Okay, now it is entering here. Okay, it is entering into the mucosa layer. ఈ mucosa layer మొత్తాన్ని డ్యామేజ్ చేస్తుంది. Okay, mucosa layer లో ఏముంటాయంటే mucosal epithelium, ఆ సెల్స్ మొత్తాన్ని తినేస్తుంది. Because it is capable of producing histolysin. ఆ histolysin and lysis means breakdown. Yes, the diagram is there. Yes, sir. After college open, do you continue class? Yes. Pawan Teja. Is this diagram in the state book? Yes, it is given. Okay, yes. So page number 1, Buddhesh gave the page number. Okay, Shankar telling thank you. Okay, right. Okay, this is the mucosa. This diagram is not given in our textbook. This is in intermediate second year textbook లో ఉంటుంది ఈ డయాగ్రామ్. ఓకే, మీకు అర్థం కావడం కోసం నేను డ్రా చేస్తున్నాను. మ్యూకోసా సబ్ మ్యూకోసా అని చెప్పాను. ఇక్కడ మ్యూకోసా సబ్ మ్యూకోసా అంటే ఏంటో మీకు అసలు తెలియదు కాబట్టి చెప్తున్నాను. మ్యూకోసా అండ్ సబ్ మ్యూకోసా, వాట్ ఆర్ మ్యూకోసా సబ్ మ్యూకోసా and I am representing in this diagram. Okay, this is the mucosa layer, this is submucosa. Now trophozoite stage enter here by damaging ఈ మొత్తం టిష్యూస్ డ్యామేజ్ చేసి ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసింది. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చిన తర్వాత స్టిల్ డ్యామేజెస్. ఓకే, హియర్ అండ్ దెన్ ఇట్ ఫైనల్లీ ఎంటర్స్ ఇంటూ దిస్ సబ్మ్యూకోసా లేయర్. ఇట్ కమ్స్ హియర్ సబ్మ్యూకోసా లేయర్. ఓకే, ఎప్పుడైతే అక్కడికి వెళ్ళిందో మన బాడీలో టిష్యూస్ అక్కడ మొత్తం కూడా ఇంటెస్టైనల్ వాల్ డ్యామేజ్ అయిపోయి మొత్తం కూడా. Okay, there will be cellular debris, there it feeds on bacteria, it feeds on our blood cells. మొత్తం తినేసి it causes ulcers. Ulcer అంటే nothing but a injury, ఒక పుండు లాంటిది మన బాడీ పైన ఎక్కడైనా స్కిన్ లేచిపోతే we call it ulcer. ఓకే, లోపల బాడీ లోపల కూడా మనకి మ్యూకోసా లేయర్. ఈ ఈ మ్యూకోసల్ డ్యామేజ్ అవుతుంది. దిస్ మనం ఈ పార్ట్ ఏమంటే దిస్ ఇస్ కాల్డ్ అల్సర్, పుండ్లు అంటాం లోపల, ఇంటెస్టైన్ లోపల అల్సర్స్. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ అండ్ ఆఫ్టర్ సమ్ డేస్ ఆ అల్సర్ పుండు దగ్గర చీమ్ పడుతుంది, మనం చీమ్ పట్టింది అంటాం పస్, దట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ అబ్సెస్. అబ్సెస్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఫార్మ్ హియర్. ఓకే, డ్రోపోసైట్ మొత్తాన్ని డ్యామేజ్ చేసింది వాల్ మొత్తాన్ని. ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే నౌ వాట్ ఈస్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ హియర్ అబ్సెస్ ఈస్ డెవలప్డ్, అంటే పుండు పడి లోపల చీమ్ పడుతుంది అబ్సెస్. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ వన్, ఎప్పుడైతే ఇక్కడ అబ్సెస్ పడిందో ఇది మొత్తం కూడా బ్లడ్ ఇక్కడ నుంచి రక్తం కారుతుంది, ఎందుకంటే ఈ సబ్మ్యూకోసల్ లేయర్ కన్సిస్ట్ ఆఫ్ బ్లడ్ వెల్స్ వాల్స్ కూడా రప్చర్ అయిపోయి ఇప్పుడు ఆ బ్లడ్ ఇక్కడ మ్యూకస్ ఉంటుంది, ఆ మ్యూకస్ మొత్తం కూడా లూమెన్ లోకి వచ్చేసి ఫీకల్ మ్యాటర్ తో పాటు along with the fecal matter blood and mucus come, అందుకే దీన్ని రక్త విరోచనాలు, బంక విరోచన, రక్త విరోచనాలు అంటాం. ఓకే, along with the motion, okay, blood and mucus come outside. By that we can tell it is amoebiasis. One of the feature by which we can identify this disease, blood with stool or motion with blood and mucus is the main symptom of this amoebic disease. Okay, this disease is called, ఈ disease మనం ఏమంటామంటే we call amoebic dysentery or primary amoebiasis or tropical amoebiasis. Okay, these are the different names given to amoebiasis. Primary amoebiasis or amoebic dysentery or tropical amoebiasis or intestinal amoebiasis. These are the 4 terms I am writing here. Tropical amoebiasis or primary amoebiasis or intestinal amoebiasis or amoebic dysentery. Amoebic dysentery. Okay, these are the 4 terms here. Tropical countries లో ఎక్కువగా వస్తుంది కాబట్టి tropical amoebiasis, intestine లో వస్తుంది కాబట్టి intestinal amoebiasis. It is also called amoebic dysentery or primary amoebiasis. అంటే primary అంటే secondary amoebiasis కూడా ఉంది. Okay, next come to the final one. The time is 12:22. I am going to conclude quickly here. Now let us talk about, this is the primary, ఇప్పుడు మనం డిస్కస్ చేసినంత కూడా primary amoebiasis. The next one is secondary amoebiasis. Before I go to secondary amoebiasis, one important question is here. ఇప్పుడు మనం చాలా మంది కరోనా వైరస్ లో ఎసిమ్టమాటిక్ క్యారియర్స్ అని ఉన్నారని చెప్తున్నారు సైంటిస్ట్. ఎసిమ్టమాటిక్ క్యారియర్స్ అంటే ఒక అతని బాడీలో కరోనా వైరస్ ఉన్నప్పటికీ ఒక అతనికి జలుబు ఇలాంటి ఫీవర్ ఏమీ ఉండవు. ఓకే, సచ్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ ఎసిమ్టమాటిక్ క్యారియర్స్. ఈ డిసీజ్ కూడా ఎసిమ్టమాటిక్ క్యారియర్స్ ఉన్నారు. ఓకే, ఇన్ దీస్ డేస్ యూ హ్యావ్ బీన్ హియరింగ్ ద టర్మ్ ఎసిమ్టమాటిక్ క్యారియర్స్ అని కరోనా డిసీజ్ లో మీరు చాలా చోట్ల పేపర్లో వాటిలో వింటున్నారు. అంటే వాళ్ళకి ఏసిమ్టమాటిక్ క్యారియర్స్ అంటే సిమ్టమ్స్ అంటే జబ్బు లక్షణాలు ఏముండవు, జలుబు దగ్గు కరోనా వచ్చిన వాళ్ళ సిమ్టమ్స్ ఏముండవు, కానీ వాళ్ళ లోపల వైరస్ ఉంటుంది, వాళ్ళ ద్వారా చాలా మందికి స్ప్రెడ్ అవుతూ ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఇండియాలో చాలా మంది ఈ ఎసిమ్టమాటిక్ క్యారియర్స్ ఉన్నారు, వాళ్ళ ద్వారా డిసీజ్ అనేది తెలియకుండానే మిగతా వాళ్ళు స్ప్రెడ్ అవుతుంది. లైక్ దట్ ఈ డిసీజ్ కూడా కొంతమందికి కడుపులో నొప్పి కానీ, ఈ డిసీజ్ ఉన్న వాళ్ళ సిమ్టమ్స్ అబ్డామినల్ పెయిన్ ఉంటుంది, బ్లడ్ లో మోషన్ ఇలాంటివి, కానీ కొంతమందికి సిమ్టమ్స్ ఏమీ ఉండవు. సచ్ పీపుల్ ఆర్ కాల్డ్ ఎసిమ్టమాటిక్ సిస్ట్ పాసర్స్ ఆర్ క్యారియర్స్. వీ కెన్ సే క్యారియర్స్, డిసీజ్ ని క్యారీ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు బట్ నో సిమ్టమ్. దిస్ ఈస్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, 2 marks వచ్చింది దిస్ వన్. I will show you that one here. Okay, 21 question number, page number material మీ దగ్గర ఉంటే 57. Define asymptomatic cyst passes with reference to Entamoeba histolytica. With reference to corona కూడా ఉంది మనకి. Okay, with reference to entamoeba histolytica, with reference to that, what do we call asymptomatic cyst passers? Symptoms of amoebiasis do not appear in some people, even though they are infected by entamoeba histolytica is there in our body. In some people, coronavirus is there, but they do not have any symptom. And such people are called asymptomatic cyst passers. Asymptomatic cyst passers, they help in, what do they do? They spread the disease. They help in spreading the disease. Okay, that is very important 2 marks question. Okay, that's about the primary amoebiasis, tropical amoebiasis, intestinal amoebiasis. What is the secondary? Okay, right. Send in groups. Okay, I will send it. Okay, now come to the secondary amoebiasis or extra intestinal amoebiasis. కొంతమందికి అమీబియాసిస్ కి ట్రీట్మెంట్ తీసుకోకపోతే రైట్ టైంలో it may go to other body parts as like brain, heart, kidney, lungs, liver, gonads. Those parts are also, అక్కడ కూడా పుండ్లు లాంటి చీము గడ్డలు లాంటివి వస్తాయి. abscesses are formed. Okay, in those parts are also. Okay, look at here, observe here. Okay, now it is in the submucosa. In the submucosa there are blood vessels. In the submucosa there are blood vessels here. Okay, there are blood vessels here. In the submucosa, submucosa is made up of loose connective tissue. It consists of blood vessels, lymph vessels, and nerves are also present here. Sometimes the walls of the blood vessels rupture. Here I will show you in black. Okay, this, for example, this is the blood capillary. Here trophozoites are present. The walls rupture. If a trophozoite enter into blood circulation, trophozoites enter into our blood circulation. Through the blood circulation, first they reach our liver. Through the, sir, will you explain all these once again briefly tomorrow? Okay, right. Down it's not visible. Okay, I will show you when I explain downside. Okay, now it come to first time when it enters into our bloodstream. Bloodstream means rakta pravaham. When it enters into the bloodstream, first it reaches our liver and it causes abscess here. Liver lo kuda it causes abscess. Ante akkada pundu lanti create chesin pus tho part. Next, from the liver it goes to our lungs. It goes to our lungs. It causes abscess in the liver, lungs. It also may go to your brain. It may also affect our brain. It may also go to kidney. And next one, gonads and heart. Okay, any parts could affect it. That is called secondary amoebiasis or extra intestinal amoebiasis. Extra means outside. Okay, outside the మనకి జనరల్ ఇక్కడ మొత్తం కూడా ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్కడ వచ్చిందంటే ఇంటెస్టైన్ లో. Sometimes the intestine దాటిపోయి they may enter into the bloodstream and they may go to other body parts. Vital organs may be also damaged. That is called secondary amoebiasis. దీని వల్ల there will be pathological effects will be severe. బాగా బాడీ అంతా ఎఫెక్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే, ఫైనల్, వాట్ is the prophylaxis? మనం ఏ జాగ్రత్తలు తీసుకోవాలి డిసీజ్ రాకుండా? The prophylaxis, preventive steps ఏంటి? The preventive steps are, we all know that. One is washing our hands. మన చేతులు కడుక్కోవడం. చేతులు అన్నం తినే ఎక్కువగా చిన్నపిల్లలకి ఈ ప్రాబ్లం ఎక్కువగా వస్తుంటుంది. ఓకే, చేతులు కడుక్కోవడం. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, వీ హ్యావ్ టు వాష్ ద వెజిటేబుల్, ఫ్రూట్స్ అలాంటివి మనం తెచ్చుకుని అన్ని కూడా కడుక్కోవడం. నెక్స్ట్, యూజింగ్ సెప్టిక్ టాయిలెట్స్ యూజ్ చేయాలి. అంటే ఓపెన్ డెఫికేషన్ అవాయిడ్ చేయాలి. Okay, when a person defecate openly, house flies may spread the disease. Okay, they have to use toilets. They have to use. They should not go for open defecation. That spreads the disease. Another one, we have to use the filtered and boiled and filtered చేసిన water ని తాగడం ద్వారా okay we can control the spread of the amoebiasis. Okay, that's the end of life cycle of Entamoeba histolytica. It is the first essay. Okay, from this Entamoeba histolytica life cycle lo meeku 3-4 marks unnai, 9 shots unnai, 9 very short answers అంటే 2 marks question and 3-4 mark questions unnai and 1 essay. Okay, essay మీరు చదివితే okay ఇవన్నీ 9 2 marks కవర్ అవుతాయి. and 3-4 marks also you are able to write if you study essay. Okay, let me ask you. Time is 12:29. Okay, I would like to ask you few questions here. Okay, let me ask you few questions here. Okay, give me mobile. గ్రూప్స్ పంపాలి ఇందా తీసిన ఫోటోలు కూడా ఓకే, మీ గ్రూప్స్ ఓపెన్ చేయనా? మీ మొబైల్లో ఒకసారి మీ గ్రూప్స్ ఓపెన్ చేసి క్వశ్చన్స్ వచ్చాయి చూడండి. Once open your groups, Lakshya College WhatsApp groups, and see you find some questions there. Yes, got sir. Okay, right. See those questions. First one. Number of daughter amoebulae formed from each metacystic form of entamoeba histolytica is. Answer is here. Have you got? All of you got, I think. Number of daughter amoebulae formed from the metacystic form of entamoeba histolytica. This is the metacystic form. From the metacystic form, how many daughter individuals are formed? Answer is, what is that? 8. See the next one. The daughter entamoeba released into the lumen of the alimentary canal of man become. The daughter entamoeba ikkadinda nenu rasanu. Daughter entamoeba and a trophozoite state, they after entering into. Okay, right, very good. Okay, Buddhesh, Raju, Pawan Teja. Okay, Pawan Teja inko పేరు చెప్పారు. Okay, Shankar Naik and Medha Priya. Okay, answer is 8. Let's look at the second one. Second bit. The daughter entamoeba released into the lumen of the alimentary canal of man become. And a trophozoite stage. Later they become into trophozoite stage. Deniga marthe lumen loki enter ayin tarvata. The answer is pre-cystic stage. They transform into pre-cystic stage. So the answer is 1. Let's look at the third one. Look at the third one. The infective stage of entamoeba histolytica to a new host in this life cycle. What is the infective stage? ఇందా మీకు చెప్పాను, యాస్కారిస్, ప్లాస్మోడియం, ఒకరేరియా, వీటిలో ప్రతి దాంట్లో మీకు ఇన్ఫెక్టివ్ స్టేజ్ వస్తుందని చెప్పాను. ఓకే, ఇందాక చెప్పినాను. ఓకే, ప్రీసిస్టిక్ స్టేజ్. థర్డ్ వన్, ద ఇన్ఫెక్టివ్ స్టేజ్ ఆఫ్ entamoeba histolytica to a new host is. What is the infective stage? What is the infective stage? The infective stage is this one. What is this one? Tetranucleate cyst or mature cyst is the infective stage. The answer is 4 answer. Tetranucleate stage. కింద మీకు చెప్పాను, టెట్రాన్యూక్లియేట్ స్టేజ్ ఫీకల్ మ్యాటర్ లో నుంచి బయటకు వచ్చి ఇంకో పర్సన్ కి వెళ్తుంది. దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ఫెక్టివ్ స్టేజ్. Look at the fourth one. Proteolytic enzyme. You know the answer. Proteolytic enzyme released by trophozoite of entamoeba histolytica. Yesterday I told you, today too. Okay, right, tetranucleate. Okay, answer the fourth one. Answer the fourth one. Proteolytic enzymes released by trophozoite of entamoeba histolytica are. Okay, right. Histolysine, Sankar. Right. Histolysine. What is the answer? Third one. After existation. After existation. ఇందాక ఇక్కడ రాశాను. After existation. Entamoeba histolytica is referred to as after existation. Here, cyst wall is formed, lost. After existation, what do we call it? Metacystic form. Metacystic form. Metacyst. After existation, అంటే cyst wall పోయింది ఇక్కడ, no cyst wall here. After cyst we call it metacyst. The chromatin appears like cartwheel in the nucleus of. Chromatin appears like cartwheel in the life cycle of. In the nucleus of. You know the answer, that one? Easy one. What is the answer to the cyst one? Okay, right. Entamoeba histolytica. Tetranucleate cyst of Entamoeba histolytica is. Tetranucleate cyst of Entamoeba histolytica is feeding stage, reproductive stage, infective stage, pathogenic stage. Okay, very good. Infective stage. ఆల్రెడీ మీకు అది వచ్చింది ఇందాక, థర్డ్ బిట్ లో వచ్చింది. అదే థర్డ్ బిట్ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో సేమ్, దాన్ని చేంజ్ చేసి అడిగారు. ద ఇన్ఫెక్టివ్ స్టేజ్ ఆఫ్ ఎంటమీబా హిస్టోలైటికా ఇన్ హ్యూమన్ ఇన్ న్యూ హాస్ట్ ఈజ్ థర్డ్ బిట్ కూడా అదే. నెక్స్ట్ వన్, ట్రోపోజైట్ ఆఫ్ ఎంటమీబా రీప్రొడ్యూస్ asexually by. ట్రోపోజైట్ ఆఫ్ ఎంటమీబా హిస్టోలైటికా రీప్రొడ్యూస్ బై. Tropozyte of Entamoeba histolytica reproduces by binary fission. By binary fission in the wall of the alimentary canal. That means in the mucosa and submucosa. Okay, binary fission in the wall of the alimentary canal, not in the lumen. Endukante trophozoite stage in the mucosa and submucosa, ante wall lo untundi. Okay, right. Fission in Entamoeba histolytica, soon after encystation, nucleus undergoes. In Entamoeba histolytica, soon after encystation. Encystation means after the formation of cyst wall. And next one, the nucleus undergoes. ఇందాక విరాట్ కోహ్లీ అని కూడా చెప్పాను. The nucleus undergoes. What is the correct answer? Okay, right. What is the correct option? Option number. Yes, successive mitotic, 2 successive mitotic divisions, 2. Chemically chromatoid bodies are. నిన్న కూడా చెప్పుకున్నా, ఇవాళ కూడా చెప్పాను. Chemically chromatoid bars are. Chromatoid bars. These are the chromatoid bars. Not chromatin. Chromatoid bars are chemically. Chromatoid bars are chemically. Chromatoid bars are chemically. Chromatoid bars are chemically. Okay, look at the options in the reserve food. In the option, what is the correct option? First one, lipoproteins. Second one, phospholipid. Third one, glycoproteins. Fourth one, ribonucleoproteins. This is Is it glycoprotein? Okay, answer is 4. Ribonucleoproteins. Ribonucleoproteins. Harshita also there, I think. Okay, right. Okay, we answered 10 bits. Okay, remaining 10 bits you practice those 10 bits, and if you have any doubts, okay, send your queries or ask in tomorrow's session. Okay, practice remaining 10 bits. Try those for remaining 10 bits. I will send you answers after a while. Okay, bye everyone. ఓకే, నిన్న చాలా మంది స్టూడెంట్స్ ఓకే నోట్స్ రాసి చెప్పాను, పంపారు. ఓకే, వెరీ గుడ్. ఐ అప్రిషియేట్ ఎవరి వన్ హూ సెండ్ దట్ నోట్స్ ఎస్టర్డే. టుడే టు డూ ద సేమ్ థింగ్. ఓకే, సీ యూ in the next class.